Hello, thank you for tuning into the RaceGrooves Weekend Show. This is for the weekend of January 22nd, 2017. By the way, sorry for the hour-long episode last week. I bought myself a little timer so that I can keep myself on track. So let's shoot for 25 to 35 minutes, probably 30 to 35. Let's get started this week. The first video I did this week, it was from M2. I started Truckin Tuesday. Thank you very much for M2. They decided to help me kick it off. They sent me the VW double cabs. Awesome releases. Now the Truckin Tuesday, it's not going to be just unboxing videos. Maybe it's going to be toys. Maybe it's going to be collectibles. Maybe it's going to be, who knows, trucking. It's going to be about trucks. Every Tuesday I'll have a video about trucks. It could be it will be different brands. And thanks a lot to Sean at M2 for helping me get that started in grand style. Now let's get to a couple comments from the video. Sketchy channel, I enjoy this new series. Yeah, I enjoy it too. I'm looking forward to it very much to have I'm not good with regularly scheduled. As a matter of fact, I didn't do them for a long time. The weekend show, this weekend show is the first one that I've actually done to have a particular committed schedule. So Truckin Tuesday is only the second show that I've ever done to try to have some type of weekly schedule. Sean Smots wrote, nice to learn about the M2 brand. I don't collect them, but probably will look for these trucks. Good to see different brands in the videos. Thanks. Yes, the Truckin Tuesday is going to help me be able to showcase different brands on the channel. It's just been hard with the way, you know, the diecast industry is, with one brand dominating the diecast market. I don't want them to dominate my channel. You know, on that note, thanks to Johnny Lightning for providing the cases for me to unbox on my channel. I appreciate them as well. They help me diversify my content, plus help educate the consumer about other brands. Brendan Francis, he wrote, sweet, now I have something to look forward to on Tuesdays. Those tiny details totally fascinate me, like little works of art. That's very well spoken. The M2 brand, just lots of detail. You have your headlights that are actually inserts. It's not tampos, actual inserts. And as far as Tuesday, you know, on my channel, I get the most views on the weekends, right? A lot of views on the weekends and less views during the week. So this at least gives me something to present during the week. And then on the weekend show, it helps me refresh it by featuring comments from you guys. And then maybe you missed it during the week. Now you know. So now you check in the description. I'll have links to Truckin Tuesday and any video that I mentioned in this video here. Anthony's Malawi and Marine. And I thought super treasure hunts drove me insane. M2 chase pieces take it to a whole new level, LOL. Yeah, you know, treasure hunts are not limited. Well, they are limited as in they make a batch and that's it. But they're not really like limited in quantity. There's probably tens of thousands of super treasure hunts. And the chase piece for the raw chase piece for M2, 250 pieces. That's it, 250, that's it. So yeah, they're really hard to find. So I wish you luck in looking for them. PBAJ 1972. Haha, knife didn't work on the super chase. Haha, great video, Mark. Yeah, you know, for some reason, it just refused to open that package. Michael Jones. I love your show and your unboxing videos, but here's the thing though. If you get free stuff sent to you for review, please open them up and really show off their features. Yeah, I understand why you write that, and you would like to see the features. You know, but on the other hand, you know, the manufacturers are not paying to be featured, right? They sent the items for review, and so I'll do the unboxing video and I'll present them to you. Now, with the Super Chase, I'm not going to open the Super Chase. There's only 250 of them. Yes, other people will open them. That's fine, you know. I'll open Super Treasure Hunts, but, you know, I don't even open the Johnny Lightning White Lightnings when I happen to have got them in one of my unboxing videos. You know, I'm just going to keep those in the package. Oh, by the way, with that M2 Truckin Tuesday video I did, I started it as an unboxing video, but it turned out with the window boxes, with the lights that I had set up, it was really hard for me to get the light into the box to show the details. And on one hand, I don't want to open everything up. Oh yeah, you know, I believe they're screwed to the plastic display case. So it takes a little bit of work to get them out for one. Secondly, on the other hand, what happens if I decide to give these things away in the future, right? I'm gonna have people over here for downhill racing competitions and stuff. People are going to want them in the package. That's another reason why I like some things with the Johnny Lightnings and the M2s and the, adult collectibles. I'm going to keep them in the package because when I give them away, people are going to want them in the package. On Friday, I did the 2017 F Hot Wheels case unboxing video. And thankfully, within, I think, 24 hours, it already had 20,000 views. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that presentation. And if you know, look, over 200 comments already, and most of those are suggestions. So it's hard to get a shout out for track time, but that's what you do. You watch the case unboxing video, you pick a model or two that you'd like to see on the track. Then when I do track time, oh yeah, I got a track time layout. Can't see it because I got covers on it so the dust doesn't get there. I actually did a test. I'll show you that during the second segment, okay? The shout outs, yeah, it has to come from the cases because this way I still have those cars in that case. So if you missed a chance for a shout out or if you missed that case unboxing, again, links in the description. What's really interesting is lately I'm getting a lot of comments from people who stopped watching for whatever reason. That's fine. Here we have Irami 2. I used to watch when I was 10. Now I'm 15. Glad to see you still uploading. I really focused in 2009, and even though I started my channel in 2006, 2009 is when I focused and started growing the channel. So yeah, 8 years now on my YouTube channel. I'm glad to see you back. Blake Taylor noticed that in the case unboxing video, surprisingly, as far as I know, there are no cracked blisters. And yeah, I went through and I double checked some of the blisters. I didn't go through every single one. But I didn't notice cracked blisters, thankfully, because the case before, 17 of the 72 cars had cracked blisters. Andrew Story, thank you very much for leaving a time marker in your comment. It's very helpful to me and everybody else. At 18 minutes, does the Morris Mini have a removable body? I know some do and some don't. I think that Mattel's not using the removable body anymore in the basics. It's just cost savings because it costs them money to make different features. Paul Bond commented, as there are 52 weeks in a year and this was the J48 base code, when do you expect the cars manufactured in 2017 to show up? H case maybe? Yeah, I checked my case from last year and H case wound up being the next year. G case wound up being like the 52nd week of the year. So I would expect that we won't see the base code for 2017. I wouldn't expect the base code to turn to K to show that they were produced in 2017. I don't expect that to show up until, I think, the H case. And as far as, did Mattel ever get back to you on the plastic being more environmentally friendly? No, I did not. I got a courtesy thing, which seemed like a form response to me. I talked about it in the last weekend show. I even shared the email that they sent me back. Denitras commented on my drone sweeper. It was not during the week. It was an older video, but I'm going to, since he's talking about older video, I thought it would refresh that as well. I remember seeing the drone sweeper back in Target, either 2005 or 2006. He was never able to get his hands on it, and will probably be a while before I'm able to get it because how much it goes for online nowadays. Those things were selling for $90, but I checked eBay lately, and they're not selling for $90 anymore. A bit more affordable, but hopefully you can get one. Captain Eric, we be yachting Bergeron. We like your video. Thumbs up from us and cheers from sunny St. Martin in the Caribbean. I forgot to say that was from a Matchbox Croc escape video, I believe. It made me curious. St. Martin, how many people watching St. Martin? I pulled up my analytics and St. Martin is down in the Caribbeans. I got 148 views in the last 28 days. Thank you very much, St. Martin. Brian Artillery commented on a Playmobil video. I did those during the holiday season last year, 2015 actually. And I'll just leave that comment there. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to do some Playmobil stuff for Truckin Tuesday. They have a lot of nice vehicles, and maybe I can pick out a truck to do for Truckin Tuesday. The Swagger, or did he mean the Swagger? I'm not sure. A lot of memories. He was watching the Shark Park video. That's a classic set. Maybe they're going to reissue it. Mattel, they keep all that stuff, and they tend to reissue it like every, 5 or 10 years. Maybe it's time for Shark Park to come back. But he said, what a lot of memories. I play with my AcceleRacers on this track. And the set that I reviewed actually was a reissue in 2012, but like he's saying, he was playing with his AcceleRacers. The first issue was back then, about in the 2004 time frame. In my Off the Pegs video for the Target Red Edition, Everything is Awesome TV commented, very nice video. I'm glad you're bringing back Off the Pegs. yeah, they'll be fun to do once in a while. Sprinkle them in the mix, offer something different to watch. By the way, we might know the next 3 cars, which might be appearing in the F case for Target, which means could be anytime in February. The 3 models rumored to be the next Target Red exclusives in the USA. Maybe I think they're going to be Rescue Duty, the 64 Continental, and tuned Corvette C6. I don't have images available, and I don't have official confirmation from Mattel. I haven't seen anything, so keep your eyes open for that. Coming up after the break, in my unboxing video, the Duke 013, he loved the toilet and shopping cart. Didn't they release a shopping cart before? Funny you should mention it. And by the way, both of those models reflect to 2 models back in 1998, the year I started collecting, right after this. The Duke 013 commented that he loved the toilet and shopping cart. Didn't they release a shopping cart before? Well, he's correct. Here's Aisle Driver. It's a brand new model in 2017. And this is the first color release. Check this out, from 1998. It's a 1998 first editions express lane. And there you go. Look, it's a shopping cart. Mattel put a big old blown engine on it. Aisle Driver doesn't have any engine. I remember when the customizers used to buy the express lane just to get that motor. They wanted to chop it up, take that model, put it on something else. Here's a look at the back of the package. You can pause it if you want to read it. And now for 2017, another brand new model, gotta go. Here's the 1998 first editions hot seat. Again, big blown engine. Right here you can see the roll of toilet paper on the side. Of course, if you have a toilet, you gotta flush stuff and it's gotta go down. It has to have somewhere to go. There were some really cool models for me to collect back in the day. Hey look, the Ford GT90. Let's take a closer look at Aisle Driver. By the way, when I staged my unboxing video for the thumbnail, I hooked them up to the wrong side. Now, let me get that right. Now you can see the big blown engine on express lane. Fun stuff. Not for the boosters, got exposed wheels. About the same height, but I wonder, a little bit more narrow. Look, it's a lot more narrow. Hey, I can give him a ride, but unfortunately he can't hang on. The bar is a lot smaller than the 2017 new model. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hot seat. I'm going to use this version here. Look, Final Flush. Mattel decided to put the hot seat in the Final Run series. So this was the very last release. Here's the roll of toilet paper. If you look in the bottom left corner, you can see Final Run 04. It does have moving parts. The lid lifts up, and then look, it's got a plunger. It has a plunger for a steering wheel. Funny stuff. And kid stuff. I know adults like to collect it too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new Gotta Go. It has a moving plunger as well. You can lift it up and down. The hot seat rolled very well. But check out Gotta Go. It's one of the new models to where Mattel has some kind of action for when the car rolls. Remember Mattel did that shark car where the jaw moved up and down? Fun stuff. For this one though, it doesn't have a hole. It's more like a real toilet to where it just kind of flushes down the porcelain. Check out the Flame logo. It's a flaming roll of toilet paper. In the front, they made it look like a urinal. It's hard to see at that angle, but if you go look at this angle, it has a kind of has a spot that divots out. That's how urinals are, in case you're a lady and you didn't know. But hey, dude, no. Let's give them some privacy. USA Walmart stores got a new Camaro release. 8 different Camaros celebrating the 50 years of Camaro. Of course, the 67 Camaro is the gem in this bunch. Thankfully, I was able to find all 8 models. Again, Mattel does a very nice job with the artwork on the car. Each car gets a artistic rendering of the actual model in the package. I'll just flip through these real quick so you can see the artwork. On the second pass, I'll show you the cars up close. Here is the 13 Copo Camaro. Looks fantastic in yellow and black. License plate. Hey, got decals on the side, the top, and the rear. Plastic base on this one. Here we have the 10 Pro Stock Camaro. I got one for the set, but I don't necessarily need extras of this one here. Wheelie bar, won't go through the loops. Plastic base, J33 base code when they were produced. Hey, they were produced in the middle of last year, and it has the J33 code on the package as well. Here you have the 13 Camaro, a little bit plain and white. Nice tempo in the back, tops and sides. This was all right. Nice blue 95 Camaro. Very nice blue paint, as a matter of fact. Nice choice of wheels for this one as well. The 85 Camaro IROC Z. Yeah, this is a real nice color. This is definitely flashback decorations. No license plate like the others. Again, black plastic base. Here's the 81 Camaro. Nice green. Nothing in the back. Again, throwback decorations on the hood and on the side. And there you have PR5s again. I hope I said PR5 and not PR10. I have a habit of saying that. PR5. The 81 Camaro has a roll cage inside. I got to take a look. I'm not sure which other ones might have a roll cage or not. Yeah, just the 69 Camaro has the roll cage inside so far. I don't think the 67 does. Let me open this up, give you a better look. Real nice color. Kind of cool to get that roll cage in there as well. Here's the 69 Camaro. It's all right, you know. Got to get one for the set. I mean, you don't have to twist my arm. I like getting it. It's just all right, though. Seems like they made a lot of them because we do have a few weeks of production codes. And here you go. The 67 Camaro. Excellent details. Just love how it looks. Excellent decoration. Hey, look, metal base. By the way, 1982. Yeah, this model's been around for a long time. One of the longest running castings in Mattel's tool bank. By the way, it's got an opening hood. I'll open it up so you can check it out. Like I said, nice overall paint decos. I gotta check out every side. They got a lot. And here you go, opening hood. By the way, you might find some with painted engines. That's just overspray. It's an error. I know people call it a variation, but in my opinion, it's just an error. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to take a look at my next track time layout. I'll actually show you a test run. And by the way, when you have a question for Ask RaceGrooves, please no more private messages on Instagram. It's getting harder for me to keep track of them. I'll make a post every month on Instagram and look for that pick for the month, and that's where I'm going to get my Ask RaceGrooves questions on Instagram. If you use Twitter, you can just use the hashtag. Coming up next, Ask RaceGrooves. Hey, thanks for sticking around, or if you fast forwarded to this part, well, thanks for watching this section anyways. I'll talk about, actually, I'm going to talk about that a little bit coming up right now. Last week, I gave a sneak peek to a track time layout that I was working on, and Doofy Nipples commented, I think you should move the boosters closer to the curve. Well, I'm actually going to have to just abandon that idea. I need to get a track part. I think I was having a conversation with a gentleman on the RaceGrooves community, And I think I'm going to try to get a track part to add to that. So it's actually, I had to just put it on top of the table right there. But instead, let me go ahead and give you a sneak peek to the layout. It'll be a lot more compact than most of my track time videos, but it's still action-packed. It's got kicker loops. It's got these boosters I've never used before in a track time. I'll call them kicker launchers because they don't use any batteries. So there's your sneak peek to the next track time video. Now, Patrick in the RaceGrooves community, he's my moderator. He had asked me about data for the RaceGrooves weekend show. I spent a lot of time making this show. He's curious how many people watch and whatnot. So let's go ahead and I'm going to share that right now. So here's a screenshot of the RaceGrooves weekend show, January 15th, 2017. If you notice, some people watch the first few minutes and then they drop off. If you look, however, at the 16-minute mark and the 29-minute mark, I actually had mid-rolls, and that's ads in the middle. You get a little dip right there for that reason. But mainly, let's look at the end. So when I did the hour episode, 4.9% of the people watched the whole video, which is okay with me because if fans want to tune in, this video, okay, the weekend show is intended for fans, right? It's not intended for everybody, and it's never going to get millions of views. But it's my way of interacting with fellow collectors and people who watch the RaceGrooves videos. 4.9%, I'm okay with that. Overall, the average people watch 4 minutes, so they watch what they want. Now let me back up. Now I said that those dips were because that's where the ads were, and so it causes anomalies in the graphs here. But there's another reason. It's because people fast forward. They want to see the video part. They noticed when they skim through it, they can see track, so they fast forward, and you can see the hump starts to raise right there in this segment where I showed the track. You can see a hill to where it kind of starts to grow again, and that's where people fast forwarded for the Tomica portion. That hour-long video had about 5% viewed to the finish. Look, more people watched a half-hour video, 7.5%, right? So a lot more people, it's 2%. But, statistically, that's a lot more people sticking around to watch a half-hour video. What about the video where it was 40 minutes? Look, 6.6%. So it's kind of in the middle between a half hour and an hour. I got a little more people to watch at 40 minutes. Let's go to an early show where the video was only 10 minutes long. The duration was 10 minutes and 23 seconds. 7%. So what's that tell me? 7% of the people want to tune in for a presentation, whether it's 10 minutes or 30 minutes. So I'm going to do 30 minutes because 7% of the people told me, I'll stick around for a half hour. You give me an interesting program, I'll stick around. So I'm going to create a half hour. Now, what does that mean in terms of revenue? Do I make a lot of money making these videos? Ta-da! I spent 12 hours working on that weekend show, and I earned $17. A whopping $17 for 12 hours of me working. And then you have to take out taxes. So I basically made $1 an hour. So clearly, I'm not making the weekend show for money. Also from the RaceGrooves community. By the way, the RaceGrooves community on Facebook, it's not really where you're supposed to post Ask RaceGrooves. It's a community. It's not Ask Mark. It's not Ask RaceGrooves. There's a community. So if you have questions or maybe you don't know what the name of a car, post a picture of your car in the RaceGrooves community. And we have over 2,000 members in the community. And you'll get some people who'll help you out. You have some questions? Just this morning, somebody asked, what is ZAMAC? So we get people who new to the hobby. And so that's what the RaceGrooves community is for you to ask questions, bring you along in the hobby. I'm not here for a personal tutor, right? I got things to do too. But there's a community who's more than willing to help me bring new people into the hobby. But on that note, Eric posted, Ask RaceGrooves, for your unboxing videos, how do you remember all the models and some of the brief history of the models that you share with us? Sorry if it's already been asked, but it's amazing me on how you can inform us and rarely make a slight error on your videos. Well, the unboxing videos, look, I've been collecting since 1998, right? Yeah, a few years before, but I count 1998. I always said 1998. This is what I do. This is my hobby, right? If you were to play a video game, let's just say Super Mario Brothers, and you know the map, you know where to jump, where to bop, where the hidden stuff is, and all this. Why? Because you have experience. Well, it's what you do. Well, what do? I collect toy cars. And so I have this history, particularly with Hot Wheels, because they're the dominant brand. And so I know a lot of stuff. But sometimes I get stuck. I can't think of something real quick. But like I told him in the community, I did reply to him there. I said that, like if I did a video on 5-packs. I think during December I did a video on 5-packs. I'll put a link in the description. And I talked about, let's say 5, 10, maybe less than 15 different 5-packs. And I named the car in every pack. Did I know that instantly? No, I researched and I found the names of the cars. And off to the side over here, you can't see it from the camera, but I had a list of the cars' names. I did mention that in the video, by the way, and I gave credit to the source in the video. That's the right thing to do. But for the case unboxing videos, it's all on the fly, Bubba. It's got to be all on the fly, right? Because that's what people are tuning in for. What's happening right now? They're not tuning in for a packaged presentation. On Twitter, Matthew Wood asked, do you have a vintage Hot Wheels called Science Friction? It had Space Cop on the side of the car. Cool but forgotten model. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at my sample. Here you have copyright 1977 or trademark 1977. Hot Wheels Science Friction. Metal body, metal base. Pretty nifty little model. Looks like it has a couple lasers in the front. No interior probably, just got metallic windows. Check out the radar on top. Now when I see this model here, it always reminds me of this one here. This one is from 1976, 78, Hot Wheels Spacer Racer. I always think of those two at the same time. This one did have a movable part on top. Now, whether these were part of some theme back in the 70s, I do not know. But thank you for asking about your model. It allowed me to go into the collection and bring out a couple cars and share with people who might not know. By the way, the red one, plastic body. On Twitter, usually Mike posted a screenshot of all these gold cars on the pegs. He said maybe he'd like me to share this on the weekend show. I believe this is down in like Australia or New Zealand, whereas in the USA we get mystery cars in these baggies, right? Well, they get them carded down there. A lot of countries actually have these, but you have to buy like 5 cars and you get one of these for free or for regular price. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's kind of cool. You get them carded. A lot of people like carded diecast in their collection. Chayton Dragster 34, Ask RaceGrooves, do you have any Lego sets and could you review them in the future? You know, I have very few Lego sets. I did buy the Simpsons house. I thought that'd be pretty cool to own, but take a long time to build. I won't be able to do them. Not only that, once I have a build, where do I put it? I just don't have room for it. But on that note, Truckin Tuesday. Maybe I get myself a Lego truck set. I think that makes sense. What do you think? Dale Jr. Fan 62. Do you ever plan on having your pinky repaired any further? Yeah, I got my pinky. It's not straight. I actually talked about my pinky before. I'll give you that video link in the description. But I was playing softball and my finger got shattered. The ball came straight at my finger. Just jammed it right on the tip and all the bones got crushed together. You can still see the scars right here, but what they did is they put a pin in and they have to lock it into this position. It cannot be fixed. The bone was shattered and all the pieces fused together. There is no joint. It's just one big ball of bone, so there is no fixing it. That's all right. You just learn to live with it. You probably don't notice, but there's a lot of people with pinkies like this. Jonas Raphael, I love this, Grandpa. What are you talking about? I ain't got no grandkids. Yeah, you know, what can you say? Used to have black mustache. What happened? You know, had blonde hair. I actually used to have blonde hair, or dirty blonde hair. I would have a blackish beard, and my mustache was blondish with a little red in it. But what can you say? You get old and things change, but no grandkids. But I understand when you say grandpa, it's a term of endearment. That's cool. I'm all right. Caden Swander, Ask RaceGrooves, do you still work at the post office? 'Cause my mom does. Nope, I resigned in 2013. I do this full time now. No, it's that comp. So with all the money you used to buy toy cars, you could have saved it for a Ferrari. Yeah, I could have. Or maybe I can buy a Ferrari right now and I like to keep my money. What you think about that? And last up, Ray Gaming 7, and I get this all the time, practically every day. Free cars, giveaway. I'm glad you like the videos, right? But the videos are free content, right? I got over 400,000 subscribers. If everybody asks for a free car, it costs me $1 plus $4 or $5. Let's say it costs $5 a car. I got 400,000. It costs me $2 million to send out one free car to every subscriber. And you look what else tends to happen. When people post a comment saying they want a giveaway, I do a search for their name on my channel, and guess what? That's the only comment they've ever posted. Unfortunately, I'd rather people who are actually part of the community get free stuff. But even then, I can't prove it. And there's laws and regulations and stuff. I just avoid giveaways. Sorry. But thank you for watching the videos. Have fun with your cars. And on that note, thank you for watching another RaceGrooves weekend presentation. I hope you have a fantastic week coming up. I'm noticing that some people don't catch it this week, and they catch the weekend show later on in the week. That's fantastic. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. And don't forget, any links mentioned are down in the description below. Happy collecting. Bye-bye.